Chosen one. If you are hearing these words right now, it is not by accident. This message has been placed in your path at this exact moment because something significant is about to shift in your life. The very fact that you are listening tells me that you have been searching for confirmation, for a sign that what you have been sensing in your spirit is real. And I am here to tell you, it is real. What you have been feeling, that restlessness, that knowing that something bigger is coming, that is not anxiety, that is anticipation. That is your spirit recognizing the sound of breakthrough before your natural eyes can see it. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed how the past few years have felt like one long season of testing? Doors closing that you thought would open, relationships shifting that you thought were solid, financial pressures that seemed to come from nowhere, health challenges that wore you down, misunderstandings that cost you reputation, delays that made you question your own discernment. Chosen one. I need you to hear this clearly. None of that was random. Every single setback you faced, every disappointment, every moment where you felt like giving up, that was preparation, not punishment. Preparation, you weren't being torn down, you were being refined. There is a massive difference. Think about gold for a moment. Before it becomes valuable, before it shines, it has to go through intense heat. The fire doesn't destroy the gold. The fire reveals the gold by burning away everything that isn't gold. The impurities, the waste, the excess. What comes out of that fire is pure, valuable, unshakable. That is what has been happening to you. You have been in the fire, and I know it hurt. I know there were nights you cried yourself to sleep. I know there were mornings you didn't want to get out of bed. I know there were moments where you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back at you. But here is what the enemy didn't count on. He thought the pressure would break you. Instead, it made you stronger. He thought the isolation would make you bitter. Instead, it made you better. He thought the lies spoken about you would define you. Instead, they refined you. And now, chosen one, you are standing at the edge of a season that is going to blow your mind. Not because of what you are going to get, but because of who you have become in the process of getting here. The word says in James chapter 1, verse 12, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." You stood the test. Now comes the crown. But let me be clear about what this crown looks like, because I am not talking about some fairy tale ending where everything suddenly becomes easy. I am talking about something far more powerful than that. I am talking about authority. I am talking about influence. I am talking about the kind of favor that opens doors you didn't even know existed. I am talking about financial increase that is connected to purpose, not just prosperity. I am talking about relationships that are rooted in truth, not convenience. I am talking about peace that doesn't make sense based on your circumstances. I am talking about joy that becomes your default setting, not your occasional visitor. Let me tell you about someone I know. I will call her Sarah. Sarah is 52 years old. 3 years ago, she lost her job after 20 years with the same company. Not because of performance, because of politics. Someone lied about her, twisted her words, made her look incompetent in front of leadership. She fought it for months. Lawyers, meetings, appeals. Nothing worked. The corporate machine had already made its decision. She lost the job, lost the reputation she had built over 2 decades, lost the financial security she depended on. Her colleagues stopped returning her calls. Friends distanced themselves, afraid of being associated with someone who had been let go. At 52, she was starting over from zero. Actually, Less than zero because she had to drain her savings just to survive the legal battle. For 2 years, she struggled in ways she never imagined. Sent out hundreds of resumes, got interviews but no offers. Every rejection letter felt like confirmation of what they said about her. She'd wake up at 3 a.m. replaying conversations, wondering what she could have done differently. Started doubting everything she thought she knew about herself. Started wondering if maybe what they said about her was true. Maybe she wasn't as good as she thought. Maybe she had been fooling herself for 20 years. The financial pressure was crushing. She had to sell her car and buy a used one, cut her cable, started shopping at discount stores. The woman who used to mentor others now couldn't afford to meet them for coffee. The shame was almost unbearable. She told me she'd sit in her car in parking lots and just cry because she didn't want her family to see her breaking down. But here is what Sarah didn't know while she was in that valley. Skills were being developed that she had need for the next level. Character was being strengthened through the pressure. Vision was being clarified through the isolation. She started a small consulting business just to pay bills. Didn't think much of it. No grand strategy, no big vision. Just survival mode. Just trying to make rent. She worked out of her spare bedroom, taking on small projects that her former colleagues considered beneath them. Writing training materials for $500, facilitating workshops for local non-profits, coaching sessions over Zoom for $75 an hour. Nothing glamorous, nothing impressive, just putting one foot in front of the other. But something interesting started happening. Those small clients, they referred her to bigger clients. Those $500 projects, they turned into $5,000 retainers. Those non-profit workshops, the board members who attended started hiring her for their companies. The work she thought was just temporary until something real comes along became the foundation of something she never imagined. Today, 3 years later, that survival business generates more income in a month than her old job paid in 6 months. She has clients in 7 countries. She works from home on her own schedule. She takes August off completely. She chooses who she works with and turns down projects that don't align with her values. She impacts more lives now in a week than she did in that corporate position in a year. But here is what she told me that really struck me, she said. I wouldn't go back to that job even if they begged me and doubled the salary. Not because I am bitter, because I am better. That valley didn't diminish me, it developed me. I am doing work now that actually matters. I am helping people transform their organizations. I am speaking life into leaders. I am creating solutions that make a real difference. And the peace I have now, it is worth more than any paycheck I ever received. That is what I am talking about. Chosen one, that is the pattern. You don't just recover from the valley. You discover in the valley what was always meant to come out of the valley. Your setback wasn't a setup for failure. It was a setup for a level of success you couldn't have handled before you went through what you went through now. I know some of you are thinking, that is great for Sarah, but you don't know my situation. You don't know how bad things really are for me. You are right. I don't know your specific details, but I know the God who does. And I know his pattern. And his pattern is this. He is still in the business of turning impossible situations into undeniable testimonies. Remember the story of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers at 17. Falsely accused and thrown in prison for years, forgotten by people he helped. By all accounts, his life was over, his dreams were dead, his future was buried. But at 30 years old in one day, one encounter, one divine appointment, he went from prison to palace, from forgotten to favored, from victim to vizier. Let me tell you about another person. I will call him Marcus. Marcus is 58. For 30 years, he built a career in manufacturing, steady job, decent pay, good benefits. He wasn't getting rich, but he was providing for his family. He thought he would work there until retirement at 65, get his pension, and enjoy his golden years. Then at 56, the company announced they were closing the plant and moving operations overseas. 200 people lost their jobs, including Marcus. At 56, he was considered too old for most positions, but too young to retire. He had spent 3 decades mastering a skill that was now obsolete in his region. His resume got automatically filtered out by age discrimination algorithms before a human even saw it. Marcus went through a dark period: depression, anger, feeling betrayed by a system he had given his best years to. He would drive past the closed factory and just stare at it, replaying 30 years of memories. His wife was worried. His kids were concerned. He was lost. But his nephew, who was 28 at the time, said something that changed everything. He said, "Uncle Marcus, you are not too old. You are too experienced for entry-level thinking. You have got skills these young guys will take 20 years to develop. You just need a different application." That conversation sparked something. Marcus started thinking about all the problems he had solved in 30 years, all the systems he had improved, all the inefficiencies he had fixed. He realized he didn't just have job skills, he had wisdom. He didn't just have experience. He had expertise. He started offering consulting services to small manufacturers who couldn't afford big consulting firms but desperately needed someone who understood their challenges. Started at $100 an hour, just testing the waters. Within 6 months, he was fully booked. Within a year, he raised his rates to $250 an hour and still had more demand than he could handle. Now, at 58, he makes more annually than he did in his best year at the factory, works half the hours, and has more freedom than he has ever had in his career. But more than that, he loves what he does. He is helping family businesses solve problems that could put them under. He is saving jobs by improving efficiency. He is mentoring younger managers who respect his wisdom. Marcus told me recently, getting laid off at 56 was the worst thing that happened to me at the time and the best thing that could have happened for my future. I was comfortable, but not fulfilled. I was secure, but not significant. That forced transition pushed me into a purpose I didn't even know existed. The same God who did that for Joseph is the same God who is doing something right now in your situation. And I am not just saying that to make you feel good. I am saying it because it is true. The Bible says in Malachi chapter 3 verse 6, "I am the Lord, I change not." His character doesn't shift based on culture or century. What he did then, he is still doing now. But here is where most people miss it. Chosen one. They are waiting for God to change their circumstances. God is waiting for them to change their perspective. You don't need different circumstances to walk in blessing. You need a different lens to see the blessing that is already present. Let me give you 3 practical shifts that will accelerate what is trying to break through in your life right now. First shift, stop defending yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. This is crucial. You are wasting energy trying to convince people who have already made up their minds about you. Jesus didn't defend himself to Pilate. He didn't argue his case to Herod. He knew something profound. The right people will not need convincing. The wrong people will not accept proof. Your silence in the face of false accusations is not weakness. It is warfare. It is strategic. It is you refusing to give your energy to a battle that has already been won in the spiritual realm. Stop explaining yourself. Start embodying your truth. Your life will speak louder than your lips ever could. Second shift, embrace the season of small beginnings. Don't despise the day of small things, as it says in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. That side project, that small idea, that thing you are doing just for now until the real opportunity comes. That might be the real opportunity, Sarah thought. She was just surviving. She was actually building an empire. Joseph thought he was just interpreting a dream. He was actually positioning himself for promotion. You think you are just getting through today. You are actually being positioned for tomorrow. Third shift. Protect your peace like it is your most valuable asset, because it is. The enemy's greatest weapon against you isn't circumstances, it is chaos. He wants you anxious, worried, stressed, overwhelmed. Because when you are in that state, you cannot hear clearly. You cannot see opportunities. You cannot make wise decisions. But when you guard your peace, when you make it non-negotiable, when you refuse to let external chaos create internal confusion, that is when breakthrough accelerates. Peace isn't the absence of problems. Peace is the presence of perspective in the middle of problems. Now, let me address something specific for those of you in the second half of life. Those over 40, over 50, over 60. The enemy has been whispering a lie to you. He has been telling you that your best days are behind you, that your most productive years have passed, that it is too late for the dreams you once had. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Moses was 80 when his real assignment began. Abraham was 75 when God called him to start his journey. Colonel Sanders was 62 when he franchised KFC. Your age is not a limitation, it is an advantage. You have wisdom that can only come from experience. You have patience that can only come from perspective. You have credibility that can only come from consistency. The next chapter of your life doesn't have to be about decline. It can be about design. You are not winding down. You are being positioned to impact a generation that desperately needs what you carry. Your story, your scars, your survival, that is your curriculum. Don't waste it. Deploy it. I am going to tell you something that is going to sound bold, but I need you to receive it in your spirit. The doors that are about to open for you in the next 90 days are directly connected to the doors that closed in the last 24 months. You have been in a season of subtraction so you can step into a season of multiplication. God had to remove certain people from your circle because they couldn't go where you are going. He had to close certain opportunities because they would have limited you. He had to strip away certain comforts because they were actually making you comfortable with less than he intended. And I know it hurt. I know you grieved those losses, but chosen one, you are about to see why it had to happen. You are about to walk into rooms you couldn't have accessed with the old connections. You are about to receive opportunities you couldn't have stewarded with the old mindset. You are about to experience a level of favor that your old circle would have sabotaged. Here is what is happening in the spiritual realm right now as you listen to these words. Angels are being dispatched. Resources are being redirected. People are being positioned. Conversations are taking place in boardrooms and living rooms about you, and you don't even know it yet. Contracts are being drawn up. Invitations are being prepared. Opportunities are being aligned. But here is what you need to do with this information. Don't just get excited. Get ready. Excitement without preparation is just emotion. I want you to take practical steps this week. Step 1. Write down 3 things you have been putting off because you didn't think the timing was right or you didn't feel qualified. A business idea, a difficult conversation, a health decision, a creative project. Write them down. Then ask yourself honestly, what is one small action I can take on each of these this week? Step 2. Clear out the clutter. And I mean that both literally and figuratively. Clean out that closet you have been avoiding. Delete those contacts in your phone that represent dead seasons. Unfollow those social media accounts that drain your energy rather than inspire your faith. Physical clearing creates spiritual space. Step 3. Invest in yourself. Take that course, buy that book, hire that coach, go to that conference. Stop waiting for someone else to invest in your potential. You invest first. Faith without works is dead. Your investment in yourself is you putting action to your prayers. Now, I need to address something that is crucial. Chosen one. With this new level of blessing comes a new level of responsibility. You are not being elevated just so you can live comfortably. You are being elevated so you can live purposefully. The increase coming your way is meant to flow through you. Not just to you. You are about to become a resource for others who are still in the valley you just came out of. You are going to be a door opener for people who are still facing closed doors. You are going to be a voice of hope for people who are losing theirs. This is why the enemy fought you so hard. He knew that if you made it through, you wouldn't just be free. You would be a freedom fighter. And here is what you need to know about this next season. Not everyone is going to celebrate with you. Some people were comfortable with your struggle because it made them feel better about their own. Your breakthrough makes them uncomfortable because it confronts their excuses. Some people preferred you small because it made them feel big. Your growth threatens their ego. Some people liked you dependent because it gave them control. Your independence challenges their influence. But that is not your concern anymore. Your concern is obedience. Your focus is faithfulness. Your assignment is to walk in the fullness of what you are called to without shrinking back to make others comfortable. Let me be very clear about something. This word is not about you becoming wealthy so you can buy more stuff. This is about you becoming a resource so you can fund kingdom purposes. This isn't about you being famous. This is about you being faithful. This isn't about you being comfortable. This is about you being commissioned. The financial increase coming your way has assignment attached to it. The doors opening have responsibility attached to them. The favor showing up has purpose attached to it. Don't just receive the blessing, receive the assignment that comes with it. I want to speak specifically to those of you who have been lied about, misrepresented, falsely accused. You know who you are. Your name was dragged through mud. Your character was questioned. Your integrity was attacked. And the worst part was, you had no way to defend yourself. The system was rigged. The cards were stacked. The verdict was predetermined. But I am here to tell you something that is going to shift your entire perspective. Your vindication is not coming from a courtroom. It is coming from a covenant. You don't need 12 jurors to believe you. You need one judge who already knows the truth. And he is about to move on your behalf in such a way that everyone who doubted you will have to acknowledge that you were telling the truth all along. The Bible says in Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn." Not you will defend against, you will condemn. That means the very words spoken against you are about to be exposed as lies. The very accusations made are about to boomerang back on the accusers. The very system that tried to break you is about to publicly acknowledge it was wrong. This isn't about revenge, this is about restoration. This is about your name being cleared, your reputation being restored, your integrity being vindicated. And it is happening now, not in some distant future. Now the wheels are already turning, the evidence is already surfacing, the truth is already rising. And when it fully manifests, chosen one, it is not going to be subtle, it is going to be undeniable, it is going to be public, it is going to be complete, because God doesn't do halfway vindication. When he clears your name, he doesn't whisper it. He announces it. When he restores your reputation, he doesn't do it quietly. He does it in front of the very people who tried to destroy it. Now, as we close this message, I want you to do something with me. I want you to speak this declaration out loud wherever you are. Don't just think it, speak it. There is power in the spoken word. Ready? I am chosen. I am anointed. I am positioned for breakthrough. The delays I experienced were not denials. They were divine preparation. The doors that closed were not rejections. They were redirections. The people who left were not losses, they were releases. I am walking into a season of unprecedented favor. Financial increase is flowing toward me. Divine connections are being established. Opportunities are aligning. My health is being restored. My peace is being protected. My joy is being renewed. I am not a victim of my circumstances. I am a victor over them. My story is not over. My best chapter is being written right now. I receive this by faith. I declare this with confidence. I walk in this with authority. In Jesus' name, chosen one. The case is closed. The lies have been exposed. Justice is being served. But more than that, your destiny is being activated. You are not just moving past your past. You are moving into your purpose. You are not just surviving your story, you are stewarding it to set others free. The next 90 days are going to be marked by sudden shifts, unexpected opportunities, divine appointments, financial surprises, relational restoration, doors opening that you didn't knock on, favor showing up that you didn't pursue. This is what happens when heaven decides it is your time. So walk into this week with your head held high, not in pride, but in the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are covered by something greater than themselves. You are not alone in this. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are seen, you are known, you are loved, and you are about to see breakthrough manifest in ways that will leave you in absolute awe. Your waiting is over. Your season has shifted. Your time is now. I am believing with you, standing with you, and declaring over you that the best is not behind you. It is right in front of you. Now go, chosen one. Walk in your authority. Your victory is already written. Your breakthrough is already released. Your destiny is already secure. If this message resonated deep in your spirit, if you felt something shift as you were listening, I want you to declare it. Drop, I receive this in the comments. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe so you don't miss the next word that is coming, because chosen one, I am not done speaking life over you. This is just the beginning. Your time is now. Walk in it, own it, live it. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are victorious. Now and forever. Amen.